So what's going on, y'all? It's Mark, and welcome back to Mark Talk. Look, my bad. I know I said that I was gonna put out content last month, but I figured why not bring it in the new year with some new content. So yeah, I hope everybody bought in the new year on some positive things. Hope everybody did shit a lot more differently than they did last year, because I'm not looking forward to a repeat. And I just hope that everybody gearing up to have a good year, because you know things manifest themselves. So if you put it in your head that you want to have a good year, stick with that, please. By the way, since I've been up here, man, there's been a lot that happened. We done went through 2 rounds of a pandemic. We done lost mad people. We got a new president. The white folks, they done stormed the goddamn Capitol building. Like, it's been a lot that done happened, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, this been like a trying month. And we gonna talk about that like in the future episodes of Mario Talk. But anyways, let's jump right into the shit. Cause you know, it's always something every time I'm sitting up here. I just wanna send my condolences out to Larry King and Hank Aaron. They both passed over the weekend. Very, very, very important people. So I just wanted to, you know, send my condolences out to them and their family. This is what we would call the Mad Report. I didn't really put a name on it, you know what I'm saying, when I did the old episodes of Mario Talk. So I didn't really like put it, like all the news and shit, like in one category. So this is like the Mad Report. I'm pretty much gonna talk about everything that's been going on. Now the first thing that we're gonna talk about is Dani Leigh and her Yellowbone song. Have y'all heard the song? The song fucking sucks. but man, she said that she was celebrating light-skinned baddies, which I thought that, you know, that's something that the culture has done itself. So yeah, and it's caused the whole controversy because, one, you already know the climate that we live in. Also, Dani Leigh's not black. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to, like, be careful. You need to be conscious of the words that you use when you in certain cultures, in certain spaces, especially when you want your demographic, you know what I'm saying, to be a certain group of people. So I feel like you should really be conscious of the words that you use. And also, because this is a word that I'm seeing a lot, like, in defense of this shit. What's wrong with preference? And it's mainly coming from my brothers. My brothers. Like, this is why, man, look. My brothers. When our women have been slighted, or they feel slighted in any kind of way, you should not go against the grain and literally go out of your way to defend a non-black woman who has made the black woman feel slighted, if that makes sense to y'all. Like, I don't understand why whenever one feels slighted, you want to go up and be like, oh, I wasn't offended, or oh, that was it's just preference. What's wrong with just explaining preference? Like, I feel like that's just giving like a wink and a nod and a okay to motherfuckers to just keep perpetuating this kind of shit. So since then, Dani Leigh, she went on and she released I'm not even gonna call it an apology, I'm just calling it a public PSA. I'm calling it a PSA. Pretty much saying that she doesn't see color. And you know, I ain't really gonna get into it because that PSA wasn't needed. She really didn't really say shit. My thing is, if you do some shit like that, just say my bad. Like, just say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like, your demographic is a certain group of people. So you putting out songs saying Yellowbone is what he want. What was the lyric? He came to me because he wanted a lip bitch or some shit like that, which was said to be a shot at the baby's BM. And also the baby, I gotta hold you accountable to this too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta hold you accountable too. Like, you putting like the yellow emojis like under the post that she put up promoting the song or whatever like that. Like I said, like another wink and a nod and the okay for motherfuckers to, you know, perpetuate this kind of shit. And the whole I don't see color thing, like, well, if you don't see color, then why are we even having this conversation? Right? Alright, now moving on. So Trey Songz was arrested at Kansas City. What the fuck? I said Kansas? I'm thinking of Camden in Kansas. My bad. So Trey Songz was arrested at a Kansas City Chiefs game. Apparently he was being taunted by some people, and then when he asked them to stop, the police officers got involved, and then, you know, other people said that the police officer was out of line with his approach, and Trey striked him in the head, as the fucking report said, and put him in a headlock. I also heard that Trey Songz ain't have on a mask. That's why the people was taunting him and shit. I don't have like a solid story yet. I'm hearing a whole bunch of different stories, but I mean, he out on bond. He didn't agree to no charges because, you know what I'm saying, like it, you know, some other shit. And we gonna see how this roll out, because assaulting a police officer is definitely a felony. I'm not I'm not totally against him assaulting a police officer. I'm just not. I'm not, because y'all know, in the climate that we live in the state that this country has been in for the last, well, since fucking existence. I ain't even gonna hold you. So like, it's like, did y'all watch the Keyshia Cole and Ashanti Versuz? All right, hear me out. This was very different from all the other verses that I hadn't seen, because, well, I wouldn't say very different, because some of the verses that was done virtually, like Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. So like, you know, we wasn't really able to see like how they, you know, their energies like flow. I mean, and their energies flow well like on the live itself, but I just kind of wanted to see how it would flow in the room. And I'm talking about Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. The Keyshia Cole and Ashanti Versuz, I just felt like it was a whole lot of things that was off. Keyshia's energy, I feel like their energies together, they wasn't complimentary. I feel like, you know, certain people, like, they kind of like uplifted each other. Well, except for Gucci and Jeezy, that kind of went to a different level. I think, hear me out, Ashanti won because, and this is why, like I said, hear me out. I think Ashanti won because her professionalism, sportsmanship or whatever, and like her attitude overall, and well, not taking a shot towards Keyshia, because y'all know, I kind of go up for Keyshia, but like, you know, you know, everybody was talking about her attitude and her whole vibe like throughout the situation, but you know, there was some shit that went on behind the scenes, and that's the thing that we need to be more understanding to. And also, this is another reason why I feel like Ashanti won, because I feel like Keyshia, she played like her heavy hitters, like kind of like in the beginning. I feel like you gotta space them out a little bit, because it gave Ashanti like the opportunity to, like, you know, like take off and run off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like with the second half of the verses. But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, they both did a great job. I would have liked to see them both in the same room, and yeah. So, did y'all hear about the two men that assaulted a woman at the liquor store after she refused offers for them to buy her liquor? A woman walked into a liquor store after work to buy wine, and there was two boys in the store. They offered to buy, you know, like, they offered her advances, you know, and she declined the offer. And after she declined the offer, one of the, I've really been trying to work on not saying the N-word. Fuck it, I'm me. One of them niggas, they chased her outside the store, and you know what I'm saying, started taunting her and shit, and then attacked her. Then both of them ended up attacking her. One of them bit her eyebrow. They kicked her, they spit on her, and all, you know, like some more nasty shit. And oh man, who the fuck raised you niggas? Like, what the rejection? It hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurt, but it's not. It don't give an excuse to attack a woman. Like, I don't understand why you can't just take that note and keep it pushing. But you know, when egos get involved, niggas go this way with it, left. I don't know if this gonna be flipped in a different way when I like put the video up, but like shit go completely left. You know, niggas getting, and the egos get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like it just get ugly. But later on, that resulted in like everybody in the community coming out to gather, and like march and protest, you know, for her justice. You know what I'm saying? Which is the Harlem thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this took place in Harlem. Y'all know I love Harlem, bro. Y'all know I love Harlem. Everybody, they out looking for them because both of them stupid ass niggas was, they didn't have on a mask, so it's gonna be real easy to identify them if they didn't already. Now that concludes the Mad Report for the week. A lot of shit, right? Was that a lot to unpack? Yeah. So yeah, y'all know I always talk about new music. The Dope Baby remix dropped. Dope Baby. The remix dropped with the Baby and the City Girls on it. And also, the video dropped. It showed fucking the Baby coming down a cement slope. Jasmine Sullivan, she dropped the album Hotels. If y'all ain't get into that yet, then what the fuck have you been doing? Russ and Lil Baby, they dropped some. Sweetie and Doja Cat, they dropped some. Amorphous. If this don't give you no goddamn motivation, then I don't know, you a hater. So Amorphous, I came across him on Twitter, and he did these fire ass mashups, right? This was like the end of November. Fast forward 2 months later, he got a song with Fat Joe. You know, using one of his mashups, you know, that he had put on Twitter, and the sample got cleared by Rihanna, you know, and it was a Luther Vandross sample too. Like, he had mashed up both of those. Also, Connie Diamond dropped that Helen Keller. If y'all have not heard of Connie Diamond, man, y'all gotta get up on Connie Diamond. I've been keeping up with her for a minute, like since like 2016. She done got better and better and better and better and better. She done been fired, but I feel like as the years go on, she's getting more fire. So I need to go fuck with Connie Diamond. Shout out to BX. And I think that's it for the music that I want to talk about, because I feel like it was nothing else that really caught my attention, or nothing else that everybody else is really talking about. So yeah, that's the end of that segment. That is it for this episode of Mar Talk. I want to close off this episode by saying I hope that everybody is heavy on a lot of this year. You know what I'm saying? Because it's well deserved, it's well needed, especially after the year we had last year. And I'm hoping that everybody puts themselves first and stop taking the emotional baggage of the people around them. Cause that's the thing. That's really a thing. Like, I feel like everybody really needs to start, you know, taking care of their own shit and stop taking on the emotional responsibility of the people around them. Cause that's really a thing. So, yeah, like, I hope everybody practice self-love, meditation, at least 5 minutes a day to keep you from losing your shit. So, yeah, you know, peace, happiness, love, positive vibes, great health, great wealth. Get to that bag. I will see y'all next week for the next episode of Mar Talk. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap. Keep up with me on the Mar Talk page for the episodes of Mar Talk and, you know, everything else in relation to that. And follow me on the Mar Visuals page for my photography. Keep up with my Mark AD page, _1_ for all my personal shit. And yeah, I see y'all later. Peace.